It looked like your rookies took to it very easily. Is that how you felt of how they adjusted and adapted to?
We're all getting to know each other. Probably the thing that stands out the most is what quality people we have in this team and in our organization. And so the way they acclimate, I think, is made easier by the effort that each of them is making to try to help somebody else out. And I think it showed. I think there's very little selfishness out there, and that's not always the case in summer league, especially the first game of summer league.
Jalen looked very comfortable doing his thing. Is that just who he is? Or?
I suspect he's going to look very comfortable doing a wide range of things at some time. He's got a lot of gifts, and not the least of which is just how composed he is. He's really bright. He understands things at a deep level, and he's pays attention, and he's very diligent in his preparation. And I think, again, that shows relative to the people he's playing.
You kind of spoke about players adjusting to the NBA game. How much of that did you take from the Rockets, what the Rockets want to do versus the summer league?
That's a blend. I think we're obviously trying to give these guys a great experience that's focused on them learning, but it's in a context that we hope has some carryover into our regular season. And we're trying to use this as the beginning of our season so that there's continuity and a build from this into the preseason, our regular season year. So certainly playing at a breakneck pace. I'd be shocked if anybody's playing faster than we are at Summer League. But if we only turn it over 8 times, then we can do that sort of stuff.
Alperen need to sort of adjust to the size and speed inside to finish better, or is that just one of those things that he can go?
My sense is that others are going to have to adjust to him more than he's going to have to adjust to others. I think there were certainly some shots that got blocked, but you see how just quick he is at recovering the ball and still making another attempt. A few times where he probably earned a trip to the foul line down in there, hit contact. Very unique skill set, and somebody that we're going to have to do a better job, me in particular, of making sure and put him in those spaces where other folks can benefit from how he sees the game, and just what an incredible passer he is.
What did you see from, I guess, Josh and Jalen in terms of play the other guys?
We spoke about Jalen. Josh, I think his communication and intensity and will to compete is the best maybe I've ever seen. And so we are really excited about what his potential is in all those different areas. Picking up the ball, making people uncomfortable, creating deflections, always being in the right spot defensively, ready to help a teammate. I think one thing to highlight with Jalen, too, is just the way it takes a lot of energy to do what he does as a scorer. But defensively, he made some excellent plays out there. Kept people in front, caused some turnovers himself. A few times they tried to call timeouts to go at him, and he stood his ground great. Both those guys, I think, were really happy with what their approach was like.
We'll take some questions from Zoom. Saman Ali, please speak up because it's very loud there. Saman.
Coach, I know it's summer.
But I got you.
Yeah, I know it's summer league, but are you at all surprised at how natural Jalen Green seems to score the basketball?
I'm sorry, am I all surprised? What?
And how natural Jalen Green seems to score the basketball?
Yeah, certainly are hopeful that the thing's going to be cohesive and the work you put in to try to organize stuff pays off. But I can't say that I'm surprised, frankly, when you have the opportunity to bring in the kind of folks that we brought in. The front office identified these guys for a reason. I'm not surprised that it's meshing, but I'm gratified that it's meshing well enough for our guys to do what they did, in a far from typical environment.
Brian Bearfield.
Coach, could you tell that Jalen and Alperen's playing against older and more experienced players last year, did that pay off? Could you see that in their games tonight?
For sure. And really the whole week of practice, we've had 3 or 4 sessions before this. It stands out among the cohort of guys that they're playing with as well. The physicality, the way that when there's a collision, which guy goes which direction. I think oftentimes some of the Cleveland players were surprised running into those guys, just what sorts of inertia they carried with them. And again, I spoke about how close they both are, but they listen and take stuff in very quickly, and all of those things are skills that are honed over time, and the better players you're around, the faster those skills get honed.
Chris Gardner.
Coach, has it been determined when Usman Garuba will arrive in Vegas?
Sorry, mate, I can't hear you. Can you say that one more time?
Has it been determined when Usman Garuba will arrive in Vegas?
I don't have any updates on that. I'm looking forward to saying bienvenidos when we have the opportunity.
Last question on Zoom, Jackson Gatlin.
Hey, Coach. Can you speak a little bit about Alperen Sengun's defensive play in this one? I think he had some standout moments on that end of the court.
Absolutely. It's all we could talk about as a coaching staff on the bench was how he closed speed. It looked like he's out of the play, and he got back in plays and ended up blocking some shots with his forearm, which some of that almost certainly is due to the conversation earlier about what his level of play was like playing in Puskas and playing in Europe at a high level. I think also just a credit to his natural physical and mental tools as well. So we're excited to try to unleash that in some other plays.
Thank you, Coach.